What's going on, guys? HelloKittySlayr here. Hope you guys all had a great weekend. Meanwhile, I'm spending here 12 hours a day working my ass off. Sometimes I wish I could just, work 6 days a week and have Sunday off because I really miss football. I did get a chance to catch the end of the Rams and Cardinals game and the Packers and the 49ers game. But I mean, not getting off work till 6 o'clock, I missed all the first games. And that was like, what, 10 or so this week? 10, 12, something like that. And like, I don't know if what's with you guys, but football is more than a sport with me, dude. It's like a lifestyle. Like, you gotta live that shit. Like, football is one of the most popular things in my life. Like, football, Call of Duty, and work is pretty much what my life consists of right now. Anyway, guys, so just remember, dude, if you're a huge football fan, remember how it feels. Because when that privilege is taken away from you, it hurts. And it hurts a lot. However, guys, I am lucky enough to watch the Eagles tonight on Monday Night Football. I don't know when this video is going out. Maybe Monday, probably Tuesday. But anyway, if you guys didn't know, I'm a huge Eagle fan. And you can say they suck or whatever. But I'm not going to like bandwagon hop off and go ride the Broncos or whatever. I've been an Eagles fan since I can remember. Yeah, they had a terrible year last year, but it's all good. So go Eagles. Woo! Anyway, guys. About the gameplay, this is my first game in like 4 days, so don't hate if I'm a little slow or slow pace. I look like a retard playing blindfolded. But I did end up getting 126 kills with the Vector, which I think is pretty decent. So I figured I would post it for you guys. Now today I wanted to talk about my 8th grade teacher, which this has been like 5 or 6 years now, but she was a bitch. And I don't know what happened to her, honestly. I haven't heard from her in years. But she was really fucking stupid. Like, you had to have at least one teacher in your whole, high school career. Maybe you're out of high school, or you can remember that one teacher who did not know how to teach. And I had quite a few of them. My math teacher in high school and her is the ones that just come off the top of my head. But this is back when MySpace was relevant, and during like, we had to take this class. It was called like a technology class. I can't remember if it was for a quarter or it was for the whole year in 8th grade. Whole year in 8th grade. And this is back when MySpace was relevant. We were allowed to get on MySpace and stuff like that during class. And I was, MySpace was a thing. It was real cool back then. So I was always on there. And during that class year, or during that quarter that we were allowed to get on MySpace, I got an A in the class. Then she blocked fucking MySpace, and that's when I got angry. That's when I started trolling with her and fucking with her all the time. Needless to say, I got F's for the rest of the year in that class. But I did have my girlfriend do half my work for me, so I didn't get a 0%, so I got like a 40 or something. But anyway, that's besides the point. So this is a few projects that I remember doing that we had to do. Okay, just remember that she's a fucking idiot. So some of these projects sound like something a second grader could do. I remember one project we had to do something with Photoshop. I don't know if we had to make something or whatever. I don't even remember what we were supposed to do, but I do remember what I did. She was a big, animal lover, She had a bunch of dogs. She worked with the Humane Society and stuff like that. So I figured I would get a picture of a cat. And what I did is I put like little devil horns on the cat and a little pitchfork. And with flames in the background, like vampire teeth and shit. Like, I made it pimped out. And I sucked with Photoshop, so I guess I can't really say it was pimped out. Kind of looked like a fucking retard made it. But it was pretty funny. She didn't take it too lightly. She gave me one of these DRs, which were called detention referrals. I think once you got like 15 of them throughout the year, you didn't get to go on the 8th grade trip, which for our 8th grade trip was to St. Louis, which is probably one of my favorite cities. They got to go to a Cardinals game, which I'm jelly because I'm a Cardinals fan. They got to go to the zoo, which I don't give a damn. And some other places, I'm not sure. They went to the mall, I think, a bunch of other places. They were there all day. However, I had to stay back at school with a bunch of 6th graders, which were like, you're an 8th grader. You don't want to be around 6th graders. They're kind of retarded. Not to mention that same teacher who gave me, 20 detention DR things, whatever they were called, was also my teacher for that day. So I trolled the fuck out of her. She made me, when I had to go around with like a bunch of 6th graders, like a schedule for them. So when I had to go into her class, I had to sit. I couldn't even get on the computers because she's always scared I was going to fuck with them. So I had to sit right in a fucking chair while they got to sit there and play games on the computer all day. Another thing I remember doing to her, and this is probably my favorite moment, is we had to make a little business card. And me and my friend, she was all about recycling too. You know how most technology teachers are. They want you to recycle papers and shit. I wasn't about that life, alright? I was a little rebel back then. So we made these little business cards, and my business was called the Burning Trees Foundation. And we had to have certain things on the business card, like a motto, a founder, a phone number, and stuff like that. So Me and my friend, back when I think it was Blades of Glory came out, which if you guys remember Chaz Michaels, that was our founder of the Burning Trees Foundation, and we had like a little, not, I don't want to say logo, but a little image of a bunch of trees on fire, which was absolutely hilarious to me for some reason. And we also our motto was, if you got a tree, we will burn it, or something along those lines. It was, if we got a tree, burn it, something like that. It was really funny, and I don't know why it was so funny. I was pretty immature back then. And the phone number is 1-800-BURN-IN-HELL and shit like that. And yeah, I definitely got in trouble for that. And something that she made us do as a punishment is we had to write, like, I don't, sentences or whatever, like 50 times or something. I will not misbehave in so and so's class, or something along those lines. And then we had to have a parent signature, and I would always just fucking scribble the sentences and then put like a really like not real signature, foreign signature, whatever it's called. And I would say it's my dad's or something, because I lived with my mom back then, and she'd always buy it. Or I'll say it's like my grandma or something. And I mean, that was just a bullshit thing. And I remember one time in particular, I was writing sentences, and I wrote really, really small in one of the sentences, like in the middle of the page, "Fuck you," and she never caught it. So I thought it was pretty funny. But I mean, there's some other things I did. Like I made another business card back when Michael Vick was dogfighting, and I made it for dogfighting. I made Michael Vick as my little picture thing, and the motto and founder Michael Vick and all that. And she was really, really upset with that. I had to go to the principal and talk to him. I was in the principal's literally like 5 times a week. It was ridiculous, like every day pretty much. And got a bunch of in school. I got Saturday school and all that shit. But yeah, the worst thing about that is I didn't get to go to St. Louis, which really kind of pissed me off. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't do this to your teachers. You'll fucking get in a shitload of trouble. Don't take any advice from me. But enjoy the video, guys, and I'm out. Peace.